I thought we played a decent first half. And I thought that offensively we did a pretty good job this game. I mean, we scored 69 points, and Penn State is holding their opponents to 56 points. You know, we shot the ball well, 46% and 40%, where they're holding their opponents to 29% three-point shooting. So, you know, offensively, not bad. 18 assists. The downfall was our free throws. We're usually a great free throw shooting team, and we did not take advantage of the free throws. Missed a couple front ends and one-on-ones in the first half. That could have kept the game so much closer if we just would have made our free throws. Defensively, disappointed. Made too many mental errors on turnovers that just gave them easy score opportunities, and I just think, you know, defensively is where we're the most disappointed with this game.
It seemed like in the second half they took you a little bit out of the offensive flow you had in the first. What did they do specifically to kind of take that away?
It just seemed like they amped up their defense. It seemed like they just pressured a little bit more. You know, I thought they pressured hard to begin the game, and we handled it. The second half, you know, it forced us into some of those mental mistakes, I think.
When they went man-to-man, was that a tough adjustment?
You know, they play man-to-man almost all the time. They only play zone out of bounds, and so they're very good. You know, they're a strong, aggressive pressure defense team, deny passing lanes. They do a great job with it.
Is this a game that maybe wouldn't have hurt so much if you hadn't lost 4 going in? You know, a tough team at home, but having the circumstances they are, is it that much tougher?
Well, yeah. I mean, anytime you lose a game, it's tough. But when you've lost 5 in a row, it's really tough. And you know, we're in a situation. We're going to play on the road now, 2 games, and we really need to win one of them. I think we're sitting in a situation where we really need to win one of those 2 road games, and it's not easy going to play at number 13 Purdue and then going to Nebraska, a team that we just lost to on Monday. So it's you know, tough road.
Was there anything you could maybe build upon in this game that going forward momentum-wise, or?
Well, I do think that, again, our offense was a little bit better. We shot the ball better. Our posts showed up tonight and did a good job, and we knew that our posts would have to score well against Penn State because they use their post to help so much on every drive. So, you know, I'm happy with the way Morgan and Bethany shot the ball tonight. That was good.
Guard-wise, Jamie, what did they do to kind of take her out of her game?
I think a lot of ball pressure, and yeah, you know, unfortunately, you know, she got rattled out there tonight.
Melissa, what's been kind of going well for you lately? A 5 of 10 against Nebraska and 4 of 9 from deep tonight.
I think especially tonight, the first half we did a pretty good job running the offense and really letting the offense work, so that has created a lot of open shots for me.
Morgan, they just kept throwing post players at you, different ones. Does that wear on you after a while? I mean, they have so much size and depth.
I mean, yeah, it's like a little bit of adjustment each player that comes in, but I think you got to know that you got to battle the whole way through a game if it's Big Ten. So, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit wearing that they continually are fresh, but I think it's nothing that we're not used to.
Coach, what do you make of Melissa's performance? It's got to be nice having that scoring threat coming off the bench.
It's wonderful, and she's been doing it for us all year. I mean, she's a person that is that 6th player that gives you that spark, and it's not just on the offensive end. She comes in and plays really good defense too for us, and we are not scared to put her on the best perimeter offensive player for the other team. She uses her feet well, sometimes puts her hands on too much and got the foul trouble tonight, but she's a spark both offensively and defensively because of the energy she brings.
Morgan, what did you see in the court defensively that needs to be improved going forward?
I think a lot of times they drove in there and we bailed them out with some fouls sometimes, and also just being in those gaps and being able to stop that penetration a little bit more. So I think that's something that's really key for the next game.
They went on, I think, a 17-4 run in that second half. What was kind of going on in the court that you saw that kind of led to that?
They would get a transition bucket, and then we would try to answer, and they would come back and get a transition. I think just our transition defense really needed to be better in this game, and we were told before the game we knew that was a key coming in, and we just didn't really stop it.
What was kind of said in the locker room afterwards to kind of forget this one and move forward, because you said you got Purdue on Sunday?
Yeah, we were talking about how it's a long season, and we have to understand that each game is important and understand that we are still a good team, that we're still that good team that played early in the season, and just continuing to work together and not allow anything to bring us down, just to continue to work and as hard as we can.
More questions?